This is a special presentation from the Metaverse Racing News Network.
Welcome to this presentation of the Upland Racing Series Frost Season Champion Circuit Finals. Champions race here in the Ultimate Racing League.
Oh, good day, race fans. What is up, everybody? Mashaft coming at you here with another season-ending finals in Frost Season Upland Racing Series Championship right here. Joined by, with always, Ant-Man 89 and our special guest, X1 the Gamer. X1, what is up, my friend? How you guys doing today?
Oh, I'm very excited. It feels like we just did this. Like time has flown.
It has, and this has been a crazy season. This is by far the most points put up in any season that there's been in racing so far, and that just tells me that everybody's out on the track, and we're starting to get a lot more engagement and involvement in Upland racing, and it's just awesome and it's super exciting.
Yeah, it really is super exciting. I think we're seeing more racing mentions on all our social media. We've got some exciting news to share later today that we're going to unveil. So for everybody, don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. We're going to talk about where the future of racing is going from here. Some updates coming. It's very exciting. I think some of the changes we made for this season were for the positive, reducing the amount of different races. So everybody's in, there was really only 2 leaderboards there. I think really helped keep things simple and put everybody, focus everybody.
Yeah, for sure. And let's go ahead and just jump right in and talk about the leaderboards a little bit. So this is our leaderboard that is all of the seasons that are combined together. Kind of shows you where we're at. And I've added a few little icons on here because I want everybody to understand what the storylines are behind this race and what's kind of happening behind the scenes. Of course, we've got City Pigeon sitting on top in the number 1 spot with San Mahoney in second. So you'll notice the green pluses and the red minuses. The green pluses are anybody who has made the Frost Season finals, and the minuses are those drivers who did not make the finals for Frost Season. So as you can see, there's a good chunk of this board, including number 2, San Mahoney, who didn't make the finals for this season. So it makes it very interesting.
Yeah, very interesting. We're going to get to see some new racers here, or at least for the championship. And also, that board could completely flip after today's races.
Could totally flip. Could really open the door for those who are at the bottom of the board. When you're taking a look at Alejo, who is in today's finals, JH2271, today's finals, Bejo, who made the finals last season, but couldn't make the final race, but still got some points for making the finals in the first place. So also made the finals this time around and could potentially really work their way up this leaderboard. And just to take a look also, this is what the leaderboard shaped up to be like at the end of the season. The little red line there on the champion side, that's the cutoff point for the top 12 drivers. So as you can see, we've got a lot of familiar names up there, but we have 3 drivers who are making their debut in this race. Sincere 87, Funky Beats, and Spaztastic 83 are all making their season debuts
Congrats,
on
man.
this track this time around. So this is really awesome.
Yeah, it's exciting. New racers. By the way, look at those points, Matt, between Sam Mahoney, that cutoff.
Yeah.
Just squeaked through. Like that is intense. That's competitive. Maybe the most competitive championship series season that we've had.
By far. And if you look at the boards and you look at the top of the board, especially where City Pigeons put up over 6,000 points, Crowley's put up over 5,000 points. Bejo's put up a ton of points. All of these drivers, it's first of all, I just want to say 6,000 points is double the highest total that we've had up to this point. So these guys are spending so much time on the track.
Yeah. Yeah, for those who are maybe tuning into racing for the first time, because we've got a lot of viewers here, the way that it works real quick is each season there is a championship leaderboard that runs the entire season during Frost season. The top 12 go on to race in the finals here, and then based on where you place in the finals, you get points to the year-long leaderboard, championship series leaderboard, culminating in a final race for the ultimate champion during Genesis.
Yes, and the board is heating up so much, and with some of the top people on the board not making the finals this time around, it really is going to open the door for somebody else to sneak in there and get some points and hopefully make it into that top 12 on that board as well.
Yeah, and we've got only one more season until Genesis, so it's really going to make that board competitive, especially to see who ends up being in the finals for Genesis season.
And well, I mean, like you said, we've still got. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. We've still got Blossom season to go, so we could still have another shakeup at the end of Blossom season as well. So, it's going to be just the opportunities for people to get into this race is amazing.
Yeah, it's exciting.
All right, let's take a look at this track that we're on. Because we're riding the Lusail Monument Track in Qatar. This is 5.25 miles. It is a long track. It is a long race. It's only 18 turns, but there is some very technical parts of this track, especially around turns 8 through 13. It can get very, very hairy. Now, with it being a long track, it is going to probably separate out some of these drivers. You'll find, some of them are it's going to spread them out quite a bit. But this is a track where literally one mistake and you're done because of the fact that those drivers get spread out like that when they're going through here.
I mean, look at that turn, dude. Like, that is insane. That's going to be awesome to see these guys running through that.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm looking at, based on the times that I've run on this track, I think we're going to see probably around the 6:10 to 6:20, 6:30. Maybe somebody, if they've got a really, really good car with a really, really good boost setup, they might be able to push a 6:05-ish area. But I think that'll really be flying.
Yeah, and this what's going to be interesting today, while there's some hard turns, there's also a couple long straightaways there. So what is the power-up strategy that players use here today? What do they, do we get some hot sauce? Do we get some nitrous boost? Do we get nicotine mostly? What does it look like? Does everybody pick the same strategy? Are you able to separate yourself with that strategy? It's going to be really interesting.
For sure. And we do have the code for heat number 1 up in the driver's channel. So let's go ahead and take a look who's going to be in heat number 1. We've got City Pigeon as the number 1 qualifier starting the race for us, along with Bejo, Sincere 87, JH 2271, Funky Beats, and Spaztastic 83. Now, just to point out here, these are all three of the newest drivers ended up in the same heat. So all 3 drivers making their debuts, Sincere, Funky Beats, and Spaztastic 83, are all in heat number 1 with the world number 1 driver. So this is going to be interesting. I can't wait to see these setups and kind of see how they go here, because this could be a a runaway race, honestly. Because if City Pigeon's not your favorite, then yeah.
I'm excited to see it, man. I was trying to get him riled up in the chat. I'm like, is this the day that somebody's going to take the win from CP?
Right? All right. It looks like we have just about everybody in the race. And for those of you who have are kind of new to watching racing, we have a lot of tools that we use in the background to kind of make the show run a little bit smoother. We have folks that have created some tools for us. Buellman over at myupland.info created a racing lobby so we can see who is in the lobby when we have all the drivers in there, so that we can get in there and view the race once they go live. So we are currently missing one driver. We are missing Bajo again from this time around, so hopefully they can make it.
You know, now Funky Beats is one of the new ones, and Cecile. Oh, actually, we got all three of the new ones in this heat, so they're all together.
All three of the debut drivers are in this heat by sheer coincidence. So, just so everybody knows, the heats are defined by where your finishing place is in line in the top 12. So, all of the even numbered drivers run in heat number 2. All the odd numbered drivers run in heat number 1, ranked 1 through 12. So, just coincidentally, this is how it fell. When we got in there.
Yeah, so we've got some veterans here to the championship series finals, and we've got some new faces here. It's going to be really interesting to see. This is the time to make your mark, everyone.
Right?
Especially with these guys, man. These guys are no joke.
All right.
Yeah, again, for everybody just joining us, welcome. This is the finals of the Frost Season Racing, where we determine the winner for the season, and everybody gets their points towards the championship leaderboard. Thank you very much for joining us. I would say for everybody watching live on YouTube, make sure you hit that like button. It really helps the racing channel here. It helps the racing community, the Ultimate Racing League. So make sure you like, subscribe if you haven't yet. Very much helps.
Absolutely. Thank you for that, sir. All right, we do have 5 drivers in, still missing Bajo. We've got about a minute and a half here. We're going to let them run for just another second here, but if we can't get Bajo in, then I'm going to jump in the race with a measly Series 2 to just putz around the track while we broadcast the other 5 drivers here.
All right, I would like to know from chat. Winner picks. Give me your picks. Give us your picks in chat of who you think is going to take this race. Maybe give us your top 3 even.
I saw a couple so far. Let's see what you guys got. Of course, we're going to have CP.
All right, and Bajo made it into the race, so we've got our 6th in there. And so that allows me to jump in. We'll check out kind of what they got going. AKA Nine Figures has got CP in.
All right.
D86D's got JH and Funky. Yeah.
As I said, I saw some. There we go.
All right. What is going on here?
Rodrigo's rooting for all the new ones. Vulgar Uplander has 3 picks in. He's got City Pigeon coming in first. Fast Track Community is guessing Sincere right there in second, and JH number 1.
All right. So if we take a look at, we've got the qualifiers in there. Looks like everybody. Do we have everybody qualified yet? No, Bajo's still qualifying there with a couple of boosts there. He's got. I can't really see what he's got.
Looks like he's got an air freshener.
And
Drink.
Oh, a nitro.
Yeah, a nitro.
Oh.
Very cool. Spastastic opting for no power-ups. Going to be very interesting.
In a pro series, yeah.
Sometimes it's tough to use the power-ups because it kind of alters the car. So if you're not driving like that every single time, it's kind of hard to switch back and forth.
And we got CP in there with a Series 1 Miami edition using looks like a brake fluid and an antifreeze or something. What is
that one is nitrous fuel.
Oh, nitrous fuel. Okay.
Yeah.
So white nitrous fuel. We've got an Aero wax there from JH, nitrous fuel, and a nicotine gum from Funky Beats. Yeah, interesting the combination setups they've got going on here.
Yeah.
Got CP in the number 1 position, qualified at 2:10.397 with JH a full 10 seconds behind him with a 2:20.868. So that's pretty interesting. And then Funky Beats with a 2:20 as well. Sincere with a 2:27. Spastastic with a 3:07 qualifying run. And let's see where Bayo gets in here.
Yeah, what's interesting is there's no commonality here in the power-up. So for those that are new, the aerodynamic wax that JH has increases your top speed, while the nitro fuel, for instance, does your acceleration. So very cool to see the differences here.
And here we go. Let's see what we got. We're going to jump right in here. Hopefully we'll get a nice clean start in today's race, because that would just be wonderful.
This is our second time. It's like an anniversary, our second time on the Lusail track for championship.
I know. I'm so excited. We were just talking about this last night, too. Myself and CP, a couple other people, we were talking about the fact that we were on Lusail last frost season. It's been that long since we've been on here, and the mechanics are so different now compared to what they were when we were on here before. So it's going to be really wild to see how the adjustments to the cars are going to make a difference here.
All right, I'm trying not to stick my face in the screen. Just like,
All right, everybody, this is the time. I'm sure our racers amped up, ready to go, waiting for that countdown. This is where nerves starts to set in.
I know mine's are. That's right, guys. Don't forget to like. I really appreciate that.
All right, and this is our first heat. This will determine who is in the finals. Top 3 go on to the finals. Bottom 3 are out, but will still receive points towards the leaderboard.
All right, just waiting on the. Hopefully, everybody can get back in. I know it's in the driver's channel. We've got a couple of issues going on here. Looks like Bejo got booted.
Almost human. You're all winners to me. Shelter Grip says City Pigeon has bought a lot of boosts from my shops, and I think he races with them. Interesting to note the training component with and without boosts. That is true. That's a great point. I imagine you probably don't want to wait till the final races or till official races to use boosts for the first time, or to use your power-ups for the first time. You want to practice with those on to maximize your skill set there.
Yeah, absolutely. Because some of the increases can cause you to skid out a little bit more, and that could definitely put a big hit on your time.
Yeah, it looks like we've got some pretty significant issues now going on in the back. Funky Beats was booted. Sincere was having issues trying to get back in. Spastastic got booted. Bejo is getting an error code message.
Maybe we could.
Okay, the race has started. There we go. I had to refresh mine too. And we are on lap
right.
number 1 now. Here we go.
Funky Beats jumps out to the lead early with City Pigeon right behind, but City Pigeon's top speed gets cut off there around that corner. Funky Beats able to maintain the lead.
And I honestly think Funky Beats could potentially be a driverless car.
Oh, no.
Wow. That's a skilled driverless car there.
Yeah.
And there we go, City Pigeon just right around.
Able to get around, yeah. Funky Beat's still in second. We're inside City Pigeon's car right now, taking a look at how he's making his way around this track. And this is the part of the track that we're coming up on right here. Corner 8 through 13. And there's a skid.
Yeah, and you can see there as he overtook players there why he goes with that white nitro fuel charge. His acceleration is just so much faster, and that's what that white fuel charge does for him there. He also, I believe, is using brake fluid to help him with his braking around corners. It's just a smart combination. It seems to really be paying off here.
Oh yeah, absolutely. These guys got this down to like a science.
Yeah, and I really think that we only have I think we potentially only have 1 or 2 drivers actually controlling their car. City Pigeon's able to control his, but Funky Beats hasn't changed lanes. Neither is JH. Neither is Beho. And Sincere hasn't changed lanes either.
CP's got a mean-looking car, though.
That's that Series 1 Miami edition. That thing's crazy. And we are into lap number 2 now. Funky Beat's still in second. JH is now... Oh, no. Beho is able to move up into third.
As I say, someone hit a boost.
And... Oh, now Funky Beat's back up into second. And just so everybody knows, when things like this happen, when we have these glitches where, you end up with a driverless car, the rule clearly states you do get your finishing place, whatever that is, as we run through the race. So I just want to make sure everybody knows that these things happen. But as of right now, it looks like City Pigeon is kind of running away with this. He's on his way to grab a tea and some crumpets.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what his time here is, what he sets. I mean, that's going to be the base level time for the finals for sure. Yeah. And then to see what Heat 2 is able to do.
He got through that tough area super clean, man. I didn't even see one skid. That was nice. Oop, there's one. I spoke too soon.
Yeah, right. Yeah, City Pigeon running away with it. Funky Beat still in second. Beho's now in third. JH fourth. Sincere in fifth. Spaztastic in sixth. And I think at least the bottom 3 could potentially be driverless, but we'll see here.
Let's see how Funky Beats is handling
in
second place.
He's in second.
and as you can see, cannot see City Pigeon at all. City Pigeon just started lap number 3 there.
Yeah, really got out there in front. Again, I think he made some key choices here with his power-ups, going with the enhanced and max performance power-ups there really helped. That acceleration, I mean, that car looks so quick right now. That's not on fast forward. That is real time right there.
Yeah, no, I've had like side conversations with CP, and he really does have this down to a science. He said that he uses like specific combinations for specific tracks, and yeah, I mean, clearly he's got it down, man.
Yeah, that acceleration is impressive, and I would imagine that's due here to the straightaways. You want to get up and excel as quickly as possible. You combine that with a handling power up or a brake power up, and you just get ultimate control.
Yeah, absolutely, especially around these sharp turns.
Well, and hitting top speeds of 390 kilometers per hour is really just screaming.
Yeah.
And
I'd be
I'm
curious. We should find out. Wonder if on the the devs could tell us here what the highest clocked speed is that we have so far in the game.
Oh, I'd be interested to know that too. That would be
Yeah, no, I've raced CP before, man. It's so disheartening when you start to see his car disappear. It's like, all right, he got this. Like at a certain point, you just know you lost.
Mad Boy Welshie says wax he thinks is the best item to use. Wax dominates.
Okay.
Yeah, and wax increases. I believe wax increases your top speed, your overall top speed that you can get to. So that is a strong combo, especially on these straightaway races. If you're using wax.
Right on. I got a twin in the audience. Nice.
Final lap here. We'll see if anybody's able to pass anyone else. We do have some driverless cars, it seems like, unfortunately.
well, the good news is it looks like Funky Beats and Bejo are going to get to try to get on the track again because they're going to finish in the second and third.
Nice.
There we go. JH in fourth, Sinceri 7 fifth, Spaztastic 83 in sixth, and at least three of the drivers were driverless there that I know of for sure. But like we said, these things happen. It's just as far as I'm concerned, it's for the most part, it's just a part of racing. Sometimes your car just doesn't work. But
and there we go, our final three.
So we're going to start with City Pigeon, Funky Beats, and Bejo making the finals so far. So we will get them in there, and we will go ahead and get that second heat up there going. Move that back over to there, and for our second heat. All right, second heat, we've got Crowley 27, Cruiserito, Wander 1976, Akapropi, Alejo, and Matsuda. Now, if we can get all the drivers in here, I think this heat has the potential to be a really good race. There's a lot of top drivers in here.
Yeah.
Number 2 in the world, number 4 in the world, both running in this race. And just a lot of experience in this heat. So
yeah, Mass Chef, real quick, for those who are new and maybe watching for the first time, when you say 2 in the world, that's your URL Pro world ranking right there on the right hand column. How is that determined for players? Yep. What do they have to do to get that rank?
So anybody can be ranked in the URL Pro World Ranking. However, there's a lot of stuff in the background that takes place, but you have to have 3 people in a race in order to get points to qualify for that ranking board. So you have to have 3 human drivers in the race, and then you are given points for win, second place, third place. You actually get points subtracted if you finish in the bottom 4. If there's only 3 in the race, you can get points subtracted for finishing third. So this board is much harder to stay at the top of because of the fact that you can actually have points subtracted from your totals as well as added to.
And do these rankings reset on a seasonal basis? Are they cumulative? How does that work?
Nope, they're cumulative. They just continue to run in the background. So that way you can For instance, we had when we first started the world ranking system, we had Metaspook was on the top of the leaderboard for I don't know, like 21 weeks or something like that. So this is just an accumulative board that just keeps going. So it really kind of gives you a sense of where you are, and it is a lot of potential to move up and down this board, just depending on how often you're racing, what you're racing for, how many people you're racing with. So this truly is a measure of racing with the community and not just out, doing practice races and stuff.
Very cool. Very cool. We've just so you know, during it, devs have double checked. They're watching this live to make sure there's nothing on the server side on our end. Everything looks all good. So just everyone, make sure your connections are solid. Make sure you've got solid internet access. I definitely wouldn't use a cell phone in a spotty area in a basement, for instance. I would be on PC hardwired in like a true gamer.
Man, you don't want to do that.
Yes, 100%. This is definitely something that, especially when everything that is at stake is at stake. You want to definitely have the best connection that you have to make sure that you can perform to the best of your ability. And it's a true test and a true testament to your performance on the track. So always good to have good connections.
Yeah, 100%.
All right. Well, we're going to let these guys go on. We're going to let these guys go ahead and finish up their qualifying laps. We are in the race as spectators, so we can already see what's going on a little bit. We've only got one qualify so far. So while they finish up qualifying, we have a huge announcement that we wanted to air here. X1, you got anything leading up to this, or you just want me to throw it down?
No, let's go to commercial break and we'll talk about it afterwards. How's that sound?
Sounds fantastic.
All right.
We'll be back right after this.
Hi, Uplanders. We are excited to introduce some big changes coming to kart racing and racing in general in Upland. First up, racing for karts, you can see on screen here that we're introducing obstacles to karts. These are basically boxes that will show up on the screen. Think Mario Kart, and if you run into them, you will skid. Now, initially, these are going to be automatic for kart racing in that they appear automatically on the racetracks for everyone racing a kart race. However, eventually, players will have the option and choice to decide whether or not they have obstacles on karts and how many obstacles are on that track for them. Very exciting time. Very much looking forward to improving kart racing, making it more fun and engaging over time. So stay tuned. This update is going to drop very soon. The other thing that you can see here on the screen is a new rear view mirror mode. This is something that players have asked for, and we're excited to drop. This will allow players to see what's behind them. And last but not least, what I'm most excited for is players will be able to watch the history of races at different speed. They'll be able to watch at 1 times the speed, 2 times the speed, and 5 times the speed. Very exciting. We also have other improvements coming, but those are the big ones. Get ready for kart racing, everybody. This is just step 1 to making them more fun than ever before.
And all I have to say is, holy crap. That's going to be awesome.
It's so hard. My cheeks are hurting.
Yeah, so the rear view mirror I know is a big ask from the community. A lot of players really wanted that, so the devs worked really hard, and shout out to them. It looks fantastic. On the screen there, you could see it. But karts, this is just step 1 to really making karts a next level experience here in Upland. Like we said, at first obstacles, they will automatically be placed on courses, but eventually you're going to have more control over that. Again, step 1. It will continue to improve over time, but stay tuned. The kart racing community, long term, I think is going to be big, and it's going to be a lot of fun, and it's a great entry level experience for everybody. Really, it's the everyman racer.
And I can tell you, the kart racing community is already huge.
Yep.
I can't tell you how badly my DMs blew up when we nerfed karts for this season. I heard about it all over the place, so super excited about it. I think it was awesome, and the rear view mirror. I can't tell you how happy I am to see a rear view mirror.
Seriously, I was sitting here looking. That was like the first thing I saw. I was like, "Yo, dude, are we gonna pretend like that's not the greatest part of this?"
All right.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Here we go. Heat 2, everyone.
All right.
All right, we are gearing up for Heat 2.
Yeah, how does the rear view mirror in your initial impressions change the way players will race, Matt Chef?
I think it's huge because, I always there's two racers. There's the in-car racer and there's the helicopter racer. So the helicopter racer is very rare. As far as I know, City Pigeon is the only one that races helicopter mode in these fast cars. Everybody else is racing down at ground level with the in-car mode. So, and that includes me. I love the down low car mode. I think it's awesome. But the worst part about it is you can't freaking see behind you. And I think that is going to be, I think that's going to make a huge difference in strategy as far as how drivers are moving back and forth across the track. I think it's a total game changer in how people are going to race.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting to see how that goes. I like Kachow's comment. He said, rearview mirrors, I don't need to know where I'm going. Just need to know where I've been.
All right. So I just got the lobby just got kicked.
Okay.
So we might be in a little bit of an issue with this one here.
I wonder if someone is like double natted. Having an open net, super important in gaming.
I got one that says they restarted.
I just got locked. I think we're gonna have to restart that race because I'm not showing it in the lobby anymore either.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually if there's an issue, I can get in. And if I can still see it in the lobby on my upland.info, then it's usually fine, and I can just refresh and get back in. But when it disappeared from the lobby too, that raises some concerns on my side. So,
yeah, it looks like
the
entire lobby was closed, huh?
Yep.
Yeah. So, Matt Chef, you're out hanging out in Chicago at the moment, eh?
Of course.
Yeah.
That's where my treasure hunting grid is.
Oh, very cool.
So I do I hang out a lot in Chicago.
By the way, maybe I'll take this opportunity. Yeah, look at your web there. Well done, good sir.
Thank you.
You are everywhere. Maybe take this moment. We've teased what's coming with carts. Maybe we take this chance to tease not details, but just to let everybody know that the team is working hard on treasure hunting at the moment. So expect some announcements there. I think you're going to see treasure hunting come front and center here. Maybe, very soon. Let's say very soon. And they'll have some standalone contests and stuff. I think treasure hunting is about to become a main contest again for Upland, so it's very exciting.
Nice.
And you guys are probably going to think I'm silly, but after like 3 years of playing, I finally have gotten treasure hunting down, dude, and I'm like so excited about it. I'm just like, yeah, every time I get one of those free spawns for today, I'm like, yes.
Yeah, that's always nice. That's like a nice bonus reward for sure. Yeah, the main issue with treasure hunting was making sure that everybody is competing from the same level, and so there's a lot of work going into changing slightly some of the mechanics, doing some things on the back end that will enable that, and then once that's done, we'll be able to really focus on treasure hunting. Maybe we'll see some seasonal contests, stuff like that. But it's exciting what's being done with treasure hunting, so stay tuned.
So it looks like we have a lot of cars that are now stuck. Is what I'm getting from my race channel chat here. We can't restart the race because Crawley's car is gone.
Let me see if there's anything on our side we can do.
Yeah. Everybody got booted from the lobby, though. And the lobby did shut down.
Oh, okay. Stay tuned. Devs are working right now to unlock all the cars.
Okay.
Since the lobby rebooted, it locked everyone's cars. Like you said, maybe should we go? Maybe some players missed the commercial, the news on carts, and
they do have it. They do have Crowley's got a new code up, so it looks like the cars are unlocked now. So
excellent. Yeah,
I am going back in there to just check out, see if I can hang in the lobby for a minute. But yeah. Actually, let's play that one more time just to make sure everybody completely sees all the awesomeness that's coming to kart racing.
Hi, Uplanders. We are excited to introduce some big changes coming to kart racing and racing in general in Upland. First up, racing for carts, you can see on screen here that we're introducing obstacles to carts. These are basically boxes that will show up on the screen. Think Mario Kart, and if you run into them, you will skid. Now, initially, these are going to be automatic for kart racing in that they appear automatically on the racetracks for everyone racing a kart race. However, eventually, players will have the option and choice to decide whether or not they have obstacles on carts and how many obstacles are on that track for them. Very exciting time. Very much looking forward to improving kart racing, making it more fun and engaging over time. So stay tuned. This update is going to drop very soon. The other thing that you can see here on the screen is a new rear view mirror mode. This is something that players have asked for, and we're excited to drop. This will allow players to see what's behind them. And last but not least, what I'm most excited for is players will be able to watch the history of races at different speed. They'll be able to watch at 1 times the speed, 2 times the speed, and 5 times the speed. Very exciting. We also have other improvements coming, but those are the big ones. Get ready for kart racing, everybody. This is just step 1 to making them more fun than ever before.
The Metaverse Racing News Network, the Ultimate Racing League, and the Upland Garage proudly presents On the Track Live with your hosts, Mass Chef, Ant-Man 89, and World #1 City Pigeon.
All right, we are back. Hopefully, we do have 4 drivers that were able to get back in the race. Now 5. So hopefully,
excellent, very cool. Yeah, all cars should be unlocked. Devs have unlocked them on the back end, so we should be good.
See, that commercial makes me so happy. This is so cool.
so when can we expect that update? Do we have a release date for that update yet? Or
yeah, I think you should probably see. We should see something drop within the next week. I think for carts and stuff.
Nice.
That's awesome. I can't wait for that. All right, we do have all of our drivers back in the new lobby. Let's see what's happening here. Hopefully. All right, it's let me in spectator mode, so that's a good sign.
All right.
And we do have Crowley as the first one to qualify with a 2:17.230.
What was 2:10? I think was
2:10.
the last.
Yep.
Yeah.
2:10 for heat number 1 so far.
And then everybody else was right around that 2:20 mark. So it's going to be really interesting. With your mouse, are you able to hover over the power ups here and see? No, it doesn't.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
It should pop with a description, but it's not right now. Very cool. It looks like there was a 2:15 qualifier. Very good.
Alejo in with a 2:15. Cruzerito in with a 2:20. So we got 3 left to qualify. Everybody using some cool power ups this time around.
It looks like a lot of people are using that energy drink for that bonus boost that you get.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Crowley with the energy drink and the nitrous charge there.
Yeah, so he's going acceleration and a bonus boost. That's decent. Alejo is going bonus boost or acceleration and brake.
Look at that. Matsuda in with a sub 210.
209. Whoa.
209.
Setting the bar.
All right.
Matsuda coming in with the beautiful run there.
Smoking, man.
And now Wanderer, and this one should be interesting too. Wanderer, we're using 3 boost power ups there with an aerodynamic, a nicotine gum, and a nitro.
Oh wow! So he's messing with his top speed. Let's see what kinds of top speeds he can get. Let's see if the qualifying round, shows this off here.
So we've got one Series 1R, two UK editions. Crowley and Akapropi both in the UK edition, so that'll be interesting. Maxed out at the 240 MPS. We've got a 1R at 238 and a 1E at 238.
Yeah, it's really interesting. We had that one season where the Stock Car Series Pro was the meta.
Yeah.
And since then, since power-ups, we've really never seen that return.
Yeah.
And Wanderer coming in with a nice lap time. I think it was 2:16. Man, these guys are.
I mean, you guys said it. This is going to be a competitive race. All those times, I mean, they were right in there with each other together.
Yeah. Whereas the first heat had 10 seconds separating 1 and 2, this one has 10 seconds separating the entire field.
Yeah. All right, and here we go. The moment we've been waiting for. This is going to decide who all is in the finals. This is a very competitive heat just based off those qualifying times. City Pigeon said, "Thank you for not doing that update the day before the races." Yes, we have learned our lesson. Not drop updates the week of the races, so they will be coming shortly. I mean, that 209 time. Who had the 209 time again for qualifying?
209 was Matsuda.
Yeah, Matsuda. Let's see what he puts together for a total time here and how that compares to City Pigeon. We may have a very competitive finals here.
That was close.
So 6:27, 157 is the mark to hit right now for fastest race. So we've got Matsuda with a 209, Alejo with a 215, Wanderer with a 216, Crowley with a 217, Akapropi with a 219, and Cruiserito with a 220.
Wow.
Yeah, it's wild how Crowley just kind of dropped down, man. I thought he was going to take the top for sure.
Well, hopefully we can get a good start here.
Right, more refreshing, guys.
I still have the waiting to start status on the race lobby ticker there. So,
all right. I mean, this is the longer we wait, the longer those nerves, or the higher those nerves tick up for everyone.
Right. Okay, and nobody refresh or anything crazy like that. Let's just let this run out. I've still got the waiting to start status. So.
So another cool update that is coming next with this next update is on this screen that we're looking at now as we're waiting for players to load. You'll be able to see, we'll have indications of who is already connected and who's in process of connecting. So it won't just say waiting for players. You'll know who you're waiting for.
Got you. Yeah.
So that's just a nice little quality of life feature that's coming here soon.
That'll be awesome. Yeah, that'll be really nice. Okay, now I've got race has started status, so I'm going to refresh my screen now. And we should jump right into the race here.
It's going to be interesting to see who jumped out in front right away.
And there we go. All right.
Okay.
And right away, we've got Crowley 27 in the lead with Akapropi in second, Alejo in third, Cruiserito fourth, Matsuda fifth, Wander 1976 in sixth. I'm not sure who has. It doesn't look okay. So Crawley has definitely got control.
Yeah, Crowley's really good at like the catch-up game. I don't know what else to call it, but like if he falls behind, he's really good at catching back up. I know that from experience.
Was that a boost right before the turn that was used there?
Yeah, I don't know. That's why I'm curious if Akapropi is driving. I was trying to get there.
Looked like someone was about to get the tail end of
There goes Matsuda. Jumping up in there into fourth place, able to get past.
Climbing the ladder slowly but surely.
Yep. He's definitely making some moves. There's Crowley making some moves. Akapropi using a boost there on that straightaway.
I mean, in all reality, Crowley is ahead, but I think catchable at this point. And then there's a crowd right behind him. Oh, took that turn wrong.
That was rough.
Ooh, that was.
That was actually a pretty interesting move there.
Yeah,
sliding out.
You hit the e-brake. That was an e-brake turn. Right
yeah. Trying to slam into that turn that didn't seem to work out very well, but Akapropi still. Yeah, I believe Akapropi is a driverless car. Yeah, he started in lane 5 and he hasn't moved out of lane 5 since. Matsuda's still trying to make his way around, but Alejo said, no, stay where you're at.
Not today.
Oh, yeah. The pro blockers, man.
Matt, that third, fourth space is going to be, that's what you're fighting for. And there we go. Akapropi, or Alejo, rather.
Alejo around. Yep, Alejo making his way around Akapropi, but Akapropi with that UK car is really fast, so
yeah,
it'd be tough to maintain lead in front of it.
I love how close he stuck to him when he kind of like went around him.
Yeah,
that was smooth.
And Crowley having a very nice run here.
Yeah, very good turns there. Ooh, handled the trickiness there perfectly.
Yeah, that was nice.
Definitely making full use of the braking system here.
Oh, yeah. And the straightaways kind of throw you off a little bit, too, when you're racing this track. It's because, for me at least, I kind of forget that turn is coming at the end because you're starting to relax in those straightaways.
Yeah.
Now Alejo's made his way up into second place. Akapropi in third. Now Matsuda makes his way around Akapropi as well, up into the third place spot. And here comes Matsuda. Matsuda and Alejo battling it out there. Oh no! And there's
collision course.
Collision.
Oh, and
Akapropi takes the side of Matsuda's car right off.
Yeah, we've still Matsuda are able to keep off Wanderer. We've still got plenty of track left here. That third place battle, second place battle, even Crowley's maintaining that lead. He's just actually extending it here going into the final lap.
See, and I think the rearview mirror would definitely help in situations like this because when these guys are so close to you, right behind you, it's like the hairs on your neck are standing up because you don't know what side they're going to come up on.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, here's Matsuda using a boost, trying to get around. There he goes.
There he goes in that third place spot.
And takes a huge spin into that. But
he's able to keep him off. Yeah, driving.
His luck.
Yeah.
Oh, now he's coming back. Oh, man. Yeah, dude, see, just that right there. Just him coming up on you, and every turn, you're just like, oh, he's right here.
I can feel it.
Right? You're like, I feel him.
These moves, this is what separates the pros from the amateurs. It's what separates the winners from the losers. It's what you got to do.
Oh, absolutely. I sat out a little bit this season, and honestly, already I can see a huge difference between how these guys are racing now and the way they were racing last season.
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
All right. Matsuda manages to make his way up into that second place spot. Alejo dropping down to fourth now. Doesn't have much time to get around Akapropi.
And Spastastic is saying that most of the top racers race in helicopter mode. Honestly, I didn't know that, man. I thought I've heard one person that races in helicopter mode. For me personally, it's super disorientating.
Well, if you're controlling your car on those lanes and the turns, I think helicopter mode is going to throw you off there. I think that.
And Alejo going to make it around Akapropi. No.
Oh,
Akapropi.
Last minute. Or last seconds.
Oh.
Nice.
Alejo just couldn't hang on. Look at that. Milliseconds.
That was a nice finish, guys.
This is definitely, like you said, is this the largest? This is the largest course on the championship circuit finals.
It is. Yes.
Yeah.
This is by far the largest course of the final.
Yeah, you can see that in those times. These are long races. This is an endurance race too. It's not just get out and keep the lead. It's get out, keep the lead each and every single lap because don't mess up.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, congratulations to our finalists. We've got 6 finalists now. Congratulations. It's going to be interesting to see how our finals go, where everybody ends up, how the points break down, and good luck to everybody.
All right. So we have City Pigeon, Funky Beats, Beho, Crowley, Matsuda, and Akapropi, who have made the finals. And Crowley 27 will get the start with a 6:23 finishing time. So if Crowley can go ahead and start a race lobby for us, that would be fantastic. We can go ahead and get that started now. So it's Crowley, Matsuda, Akapropi, City Pigeon, Funky Beats, and Beho making the finals.
Yeah. Any observations, guys, that you have on what types of racing we've seen so far? What the strategy has been? Do you think we see a change of strategy here in the final race with everybody?
I think we see maybe a couple of changes in strategy, just because I know that City Pigeon, Crowley, Cruiserito, those guys are not going to give away what their final run is going to be in a heat race. I can tell you that now.
But what we saw in a heat race is not what we're about to see in the finals.
I absolutely guarantee it.
Very cool. That's well. Let's see. I mean,
let's see what they choose to do. All right. So we have the code posted.
All right.
All right. Let's try to get everybody in there because we want a really good finals race. Crowley, Matsuda, Akapropi, City Pigeon, Funky Beats, and Beho. You have all made the finals.
Okay, now I'm starting to get the butterflies.
And our lobby has been started.
I feel like I do a good job staying relaxed, though. Like sometimes I want to like jump out of my chair and but I'm just like, yeah.
I know. All right, we've got 2 of our drivers in now. Matsuda, we've got Funky Beats in there. We just need Matsuda. We need Akapropi.
While we wait for the drivers to get in, everybody, thank you very much again for tuning in. Thank you for watching our Frost Season Championship Racing. And I do want to thank the Ultimate Racing League, Mass Chef, for everything that the community does. For those of you who haven't yet, there is a Discord server. I believe it's in the description here on the video below. Make sure you go join them. If you've watched racing today and thought to yourself, man, this seems like fun, this seems like a great community to be a part of, make sure you go check out the Ultimate Racing League. And again, Meshef, huge shout out to your community, and thank you for partnering with us on these finals.
Well, thank you. It's definitely it's super fun. It's the highlight of my racing season. I love doing it. We have such a great time doing it. I know that if Dak could be here, he'd say the same thing. It's just been an awesome ride, and it's awesome to see how racing has grown as a whole in the last 2.5 years now. We've been talking about this, so it's great to see it.
Watching. I hope Dak is tuning into some of these, or as many as he can. I know he's busy, but I hope he's watching.
Absolutely.
If I'm a new racer and I'm like, guys, this is too intense for me, but I want to race. What options are there at the Ultimate Racing League for new, maybe more casual racers?
Yeah, so we always have posting a channel to post races on. We encourage people to check out all of the as the Ultimate Racing League, we are more a community league where we are associated with a lot of other racing leagues, the fast track racing community, the Upland Garage, any group that is racing. We started a new series towards the beginning of this racing series. It's called On the Track Live, which is a Saturday night power hour, where we broadcast and highlight races every Saturday night throughout the season. We give away extra prizes for being in the races. We give away extra upics for racing, just above and beyond what's being happening in the staked races. Just to try to bring more awareness and to highlight the racing that's out there. The fast track guys, they do a lot of stuff with kart racing, with the amateur kart league. We've done some events here recently with the AVG group. They had a huge kart tournament over the weekend that I got out of bed to win.
All right. Hey, what was your cart? What cart did you use?
I actually used one of my new ones. I won it in one of my new carts, so I was pretty excited about that. It was a huge tournament. There was I think 30 something guys that were in it. People that were racing in it. So it was a huge bunch of fun. And there's stuff like that going on all the time. You can catch all the details in the URL server. All of our affiliate channels are there. Everybody that we associate with as far as racing community is concerned has a channel on our Discord. You can jump in there and just catch stuff all the time. So please join us, have fun, get out on track.
Absolutely. It's a great hub.
Yeah, you think kart racing is, especially with the updates coming, or even previously, is it a good entry, or is like a Series 4 race a better entry level to racing?
Yeah, I guess it kind of depends on where you want to go. So I honestly suggest kart racing as a start, because that teaches you the mechanics of the car. You don't have to do a lot of braking. You don't have to really think about it. You're more focused on making sure that you can switch lanes and stuff like that. But once you want to start hitting the tracks on a regular basis, starting out with a S4, S4E, S4R, S2 even, S2Es. Once you start getting in S2Rs and bigger, then you start getting into where the hot guys are racing, into those higher tiered vehicles. But certainly anything can get you on the track. And that's what's important, is getting out there on the track and just getting the practice in. I was having a good time the other night in my 4R, going out and ripping up some 2Es. That was awesome. So you can literally get on the track with anything, and you can find drivers and racers out there racing with just about anything. But I obviously I recommend karts first. because that's where the mechanics are. That's where you're going to learn how to change lanes, when to use boosts, that kind of thing. And professional kart racing is completely different than professional car racing. You know, and especially, and it certainly will be with the obstacles and stuff like that hitting the tracks too. It'll be a different kind of animal, and it will certainly draw a different kind of driver, in my opinion. So,
yeah, absolutely. What I'm hearing is just get out on the track.
That's exactly what you're hearing. Just get on the track. That's all I care about. Just get on the track. Have fun.
Yeah, I kind of just worked my way up, to be honest. I started off with a kart, and then I got something a little bit faster than that, and then something a little bit faster than that. And then I see some guys racing in a field that I want to get in, and I'm kind of jealous, so I got a little bit higher than that. But yeah, it's awesome, man. And the karts are definitely a great entryway in, and it also supports the UGC community. So I mean, karts are great.
Yeah, it's exciting. I mean, some of the designs that players have for karts blow my mind. It's a lot of fun to see the variety that's out there.
Yes.
The art. It's not just a racer. It's a piece of art.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And I have a ton of them.
Oh yeah, the kart museum, man. Chef's got a kart museum.
Do you have? I didn't know that. You have a kart museum, huh?
I do have a kart museum, yes.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Which currently has, I believe, 76 unique individual karts in it.
Oh, that's cool. Where is that at? So everyone can go take a look at it.
So it is in Citadel, Kansas City.
Citadel, Kansas City. I'm writing this down.
It is the it is the Castle Run Kart GP track. If you just go to that track, the kart museum is around the track.
Oh, very cool. That's a great idea. A kart museum.
Yeah, I actually have another actual track that I've submitted in Las Vegas, because eventually the kart museum is going to move to Las Vegas, to the URL Kart Museum GP track that has been submitted.
Very cool. Here we go. We are off. Crowley taking that right-hand lane right away. Ooh, got off clean this time too. Look at that acceleration here. Look at the top speeds on that UK car.
390.
Absolutely insane with those boosts.
City Pigeon booms.
Oh my goodness!
Around the corner,
right into that corner.
It almost looks like it's like shaking the map.
Yeah, that's. That's definitely.
It looked almost like he did that on purpose, because he was able to come out of that corner with the lead.
Yeah, it's like slam guys into the wall and you take the lead there. Yeah.
That's definitely.
Matt Chef, should we full screen this?
Oh yes, we should. There we go.
Yeah, that was a crazy, because you'd think that would mess you up, but that may be a strategy there. You may found a nice little wall. We'll call it a wall banger.
Right.
The wall banger. I'm seeing new stuff all the time, dude. It's so cool.
Now City Pigeon has definitely taken the lead, but we've got Matsuda in second, Crowley now in third, Akapropi fourth, Beho in fifth, and Funky Beats in sixth. That's our top 6 spots right now. And City Pigeon is gone. He is gone. Matter of fact, I want to see what it's like from Matsuda's car, because Matsuda's in second place. And there you see City Pigeon's car way back there in the backfield. No longer visible by Matsuda's vehicle here. And now crosses the finish line with a nice time. Matsuda going across the finish line next. Let's see quite how far he's behind here. 2:11. Here comes Crawley with a 2:13. Akapropi, Beho, Funky.
So Crowley took over Matsuda there on that corner again. That does seem to be a legitimate strategy. Looked like he I think we switched off right before, but oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
Oh, and there goes Matsuda
And
using the exact
That
same thing.
strategy, yeah.
Oh man. Yeah,
Wow, we are fighting it out here.
Yeah, and we all know what happens here. So you get positions 2 and 3 fighting it out, and it allows position 1 to take off
And just increase, get out from the pack.
Yep. And that is exactly what has happened, because now City Pigeon is about to go talk to Flo and bundle his home and auto insurance.
I
Get
try
out of here.
to tell you guys, it's not a good feeling, man. Every time I race CP, I end up seeing him in that tiny little dot just cruising away, man.
And here we go with Crawley in the second place position now, trying to catch up to CP, but CP has said
So
see
that
you later.
that wobble coming into these turns seems like a strategy. Everybody pay attention here what these guys are doing. In the middle lane coming into turns, and it's like there it is right there. It's like that wobble that they do.
It is. Honestly, I thought they were taunting me one time I was racing these guys because the guy in front of me did the wobble. I'm like, man, this guy's laughing at me or something.
Yeah, look, and if you look at what everyone's doing here. I mean, I think this is a key tactic from the top racers.
Yeah. I mean, maybe it like shifts your momentum or something coming into those corners.
Well, I don't even think just into the corners. Looks like on straightaways as well. Probably has something to do with speed.
I don't know. Nice, guys.
All right.
Yes, Chef. Have you seen that before? Have you seen that strategy?
I have.
Do you
yes.
know?
Yep, I have.
And do you know what that's doing or?
Not completely. But I have seen it. I have used it. Wow, look at that. 546 kilometers per hour on that straightaway with that boost from Matsuda.
The metal ripping off of his car.
That was insane. All right, and here comes City Pigeon.
Quite a skid after though, so I hope that was enough to give him a little bit of boost.
Yep, Crowley able to make it up and around Matsuda and is just taken off.
Yeah. So Cruiserito says it has to do with the braking. Interesting.
Okay. Oh, that makes sense. That actually does make sense. I know what he's talking about now. Okay. That's interesting.
We'll have to ask CP on our next show.
Right?
Yeah, the wobble keys you from the outpost brake. Cruiserito saying. Interesting.
Right.
There you go, guys. Top tips. And let's see. Yeah, look, just able to hit that turn so hard. The auto brake, he means, yeah. Keep you from the auto brake.
Yeah,
That's
I see
what he meant to say.
Yeah, I see what he's saying now.
Yeah,
Yep.
so they're wobbling so they can have full control over the braking here around these corners. That's how they're able to take these corners so hard. It removes that auto brake that pops up.
That makes sense.
So smart.
Good.
See, and you'll find things when you race as much as these guys. I can't believe how many hours these guys put into practice.
And here we go. We're in with City Pigeon's car as he comes around to the finish of this final race here. And he is going to take back-to-back seasons.
Ooh, 3 in a row.
3 in a row for the great City Pigeon.
Nice.
I mean, does the pressure mount here for him? He's got a target on his back, as he continues to win. He's going to be the Tom Brady that you've got to knock off here.
Yep.
Does that pressure build for him over time? How long can he retain it? It's all going to be very interesting to watch. There's going to be these meta storylines, these micro storylines that pop up here coming into the next season of racing, and then the Genesis Championship of racing.
Absolutely. I've actually had little sidebar conversations with him and asked him the same question. Oddly enough, CP says that he stays calm throughout all of it. However,
And there we go. Look at that.
Nervous.
Woo!
Look at that. A sub 6-minute run.
Oh,
City Pigeon laying down a 5:55.005, nearly a 5:55 flat. That is
That's impressive.
flying.
Impressive. I mean, he's setting a new standard each and every single season, each and every single championship. I think it's awesome that we get to highlight it here. We get to watch it, and shout out to the other racers. Good racing all around here. Another exciting Frost season championship over. Congratulations. It's going to be exciting to see how these points update on the board and what happens there.
Yeah, for sure. And I just want to just a quick shout out to some of the other racers. If you were having some technical difficulties today, we sincerely apologize. But these things do happen. I encourage you to not get frustrated. If you were in the finals today, you are getting points on the board. You are getting you're in the top 12. You are definitely getting a payout for your efforts. Hang in there. It is a work in progress. And we have made huge strides based on where we were a couple of years ago. So, it is just continuing to get better. So I encourage everybody, don't give up, stay on the track, keep going. It is definitely worth it in the end.
Yeah, absolutely. And thank you for everyone who raced today. You guys are what really help make racing even better, help us improve racing, make it better over time. And, we pull out the numbers for everybody to come watch today. You make it exciting. So thank you to all the racers who participated today.
right on.
Absolutely. And congratulations to City Pigeon for his third season final win in a row, back to back to back. Congratulations to all of our racers. And until next time, for X1, Ant-Man, and myself, I'm Matt Chef. We will see you on the track.
See you on the track.
Later, guys.